Hey everyone, it's Capital Advantage Tutoring, and it's live 8:30 Tuesday night. Let's get going. Let's see what we got going here. Let me pop it out so I can read it. And we're good to go. So welcome to Capital Advantage Tutoring, and let's talk about some of the resources that are available to you. One, you can go on, check out my website, keep doing it, and go check out my YouTube channel. Check out the videos. We can help you. You got Brandon Rith, who you can go check out also. And you can also check out Dean Tinney over on his. John, how are you? Third, if you need tutoring, reach out to me, series7exam.org. And if that's too expensive, go check out Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com. Other free resources, if you go on Reddit, you can go out to the Series 7 exam Reddit, or you can go to Series 7. Both are great. They all help you out. It's a lot of user base, and it's all great stuff. Okay, so let's get going. John, how are you? Wendy, how's it going? Rose, I think I am saying your name right. Gary, how are you? Don't worry about the text, Gary. You're all good. You are paid. No, I'm kidding. You're not paid. It's all good. Sebastian, how are you? Okay. Prav, how are you? How's everything going? How are we feeling? Good. Erica, how are you? Kalisa, how's everything going? Anybody have any questions? Or are we just going to chat for the next hour? Well, I try not to cough too much. So I just had a student who, oh, Gary, I'll work on that. So I just had a student, I just had a student who had just failed. He came to me, and Notman called them up, and he had 30 days to study. They called them up and said not to read the book, to waste of time. I don't get it. The only way to learn is to read this stuff. Doing questions will get you killed. In my mind, maybe I think that they think the book is too big, or they don't trust their own stuff. Okay. Oh, Ginger, what happened? How close did you get? Okay, so now let's Sebastian, I can do that. I have a whole video on that, but I'll do it here. Dean, that's awesome. How are you? Ginger, I want to hear what happened. Dean, that's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Thomas, that's great. Got it. Okay, so you're not going to tell us. That's fine. Just stay on here. Maybe, listen, reach out to the groups. There's a couple people, Ginger, there are a couple of people who are doing a 66 study group. Find Ginger or Ruben and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so let's start with this one. Now, 144. So rule 144 is two things. One, if it's control people, and the other one if it's restricted, if you have to hold it for 6 months. So rule 144 states that you have to hold shares if you're buying restricted shares for 6 months. Under control people, which is partners, officers, directors, and 10% owners, 144 is a volume restriction. There's no holding period, but you must sell it under certain rules. You have to file a form 144, and you can sell the greater of 1% of the outstanding, the 4 weeks trading volume, 4 times a year. Gary, I actually have a video on this too that's really awesome. It's 2 minutes long. But again, 144. You can sell the greater of 1% of the outstanding, the 4 weeks trading volume, 4 times a year, which 4 times a year works out to be every 9 days. Hope that helps. Okay. If a bond is purchased, let's say straight out of the gate, Matt, if a bond is purchased at a discount, say $950, what can an investor expect back at maturity? Well, if it's a zero, $1,000. If it's a regular coupon bond, they expect to get $1,000 plus the last 6 months of accrued interest. Hold on. Now, if you buy a bond at a discount and it's a coupon bond, you will get back $1,000 plus the last 6 months of interest. And that's what you'll expect. If it's a zero coupon OID, you'll just get the $1,000 back, and that distance is your income. Are the NASDAQ levels testable? Oh, hold on. So Sebastian, so rundown of capital gains. I want you to watch my taxes video because it'll help you a lot. But capital gains is 3 things that are capital gain: a buy and a sell, option expiration, and a mutual fund distribution. See what happened, get old? A mutual fund distribution of capital gains. So for the Series 7, they will absolutely ask these questions on you. 3 things that are capital gains. A buy and a sell has to be both a buy and a sell, option expiration, and a mutual fund distribution of capital gains. All 3 of those are capital gains. Everything else is ordinary income. Dividend is ordinary income. Interest is ordinary income. Now, the tax part is, if it's over a year on the capital gains, it's a lower tax bracket, like 15 or 20%. If it's a year or less, then it's taxed at the ordinary income rate. So interest, dividends, and short-term gains are taxed at the same rate, which is your ordinary income rate, 25, 30, 39%, whatever it is. If it's a long-term capital gain, you will get to be taxed at a lower level. Hope I didn't mute myself again. Okay. Boom. Okay. So now, okay. So now the NASDAQ levels. Okay, the NASDAQ levels, they could be testable, very barely though. So there's 3 levels: 1, 2, 3. On the Series 7, there are 3 NASDAQ levels. 1 is level 1, which is just bid and ask. That's all you see. That's what the registered reps see. That's what you see if you do Google Finance. It's very basic. Level 2 shows you all the market makers buying and selling all their prices. And that's level 2. Registered reps can see that, and some traders. Level 3 looks just like level 2, except for you can place orders and you can buy and sell, and you can place orders and put quotes in and change them. Market makers see them. People are market makers because it's interactive. So level 1, bid and ask only. Level 2, the bid and ask and all the different buyers and sellers at all the levels. Level 3 looks just like level 2, but it's interactive. Now, what's the point of registration? Again, I'm so happy for you, Thomas, with that SIE. The 82, the problem, and I'll get to John in a second. The 82 is a problem because they only have 2 providers. STC doesn't do it. Solomon and Securities Institute of America. They're both fine. They're just not as deep as STC. So Securities Institute of America and Solomon both do the 82. And there's not a lot of books on it. There's not a lot of information. But I would go through the content outline and go through that way. Okay. Now, John, what's the point of registration? And by the way, just read the book one time straight through before you questions, because they have a limited number of questions. What's the point of registration for the 63 and 66? This matters. What's the point of registration by coordination if you're going to only sell securities in states? It's not just one state. So here's the deal. Qualification is one state only, which means it's 147. It's exempt from registration on the federal level. Coordination, if you're going to register, if you're going to sell it in more than one state, has to be coordinated. You have to coordinate between the SEC and the states, because once you cross the state line, the SEC is involved. So you have to register with the SEC and the states. On both. You have to register with both. If you're on exchange, you don't have to register with the states. That's the point. So coordination is for registering with the states and the SEC, but you're not big enough to be on an exchange. So they say, listen, you got to cross state lines to register on both. That's what it is. So either you're going to register in one state, which is what qualification. Multiple states is coordination. And then if you're on the exchange, you don't have to register on the state level at all. Okay. Oh, it didn't happen. Okay, I got it. Okay. What's the coupon of a bond? Bonnie, so what's the coupon of a bond? Okay. Um, the coupon of a bond is what you're getting paid each year. It's what you get every year. And Dean, you don't know how so happy I am. I don't. I am so happy for you because I know you've been involved and asking questions. I can't say how much I'm happy for you to be on this. Okay. The coupon is what you get paid every year. So if you buy a 10% bond, 10% coupon or nominal is what you're getting paid. You're getting $100 a year. Okay. $50 every 6 months, but $100 a year. Absolutely going to get those questions on the Series 7 and SIE. Absolutely. So the coupon is not what you're getting back. It's what you're getting paid every year. The principal is what you're getting back at maturity. You get principal at maturity and you get interest every year, which is a coupon. Also known as the stated rate, the nominal rate, the interest rate. Okay. Jessica, that is awesome. Are you okay? The SIE is done. I love it, Jessica. I am so happy for you. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. I think that's awesome. Good. So what's next, Jessica? Is it the Series 6 or Series 7? Okay. I just opened the one for the SIE. Okay. Okay, perfect, Joe. So the good thing is the 99 should be there is a lot of overlap between the SIE and the 99. A lot. So get on the reading, get the books. If you guys, if you need books for stuff, I think Achievable now does the 66. So if you want, go in my link and get it. You can get the SIE, you can get the Achievable for the SIE, the 7, the 63, and I think the 66. And I'm hoping by the spring, I've been pushing them to get the Series 6 out. I think there's a lot of opportunity for that. That's awesome. Just get on the book. Even if you have a book, that's great. Make sure you go SDC, Kaplan, Notman. Don't do AD Banker. Don't do ExamFX. Training consultants is okay for the SIE. A little tough for the 7. Okay. So I know how Kaplan has an 8-week study plan. Yeah, that's funny. Kaplan has an 8-week study plan. And then what they do for 30 days, they condense it all into 30 days, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So crypto technology. Okay. That's awesome. I love it. Get through it before you start taking tests. Get through all the chapters. You know, I have the whole SIE book video playlist that can help you go along with that. Explain shit. Okay. Just keep reading and then focus on the concepts. I just had a kid today. He was doing really bad on Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, like 50s, 60s, and he kept doing the achievable, pounding it, and he passed today, which was awesome. Okay. What do we know about? Okay, so right. So these are some things. So what did you said the quick asset ratio, dividend payout, just had to pick the formulas. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make you do the heavy math on that. What do we know about efficient market hypothesis? Weak, semi-strong, and strong. Okay. Are we weak for them? I don't know. So I have watched the quick and dirty. That'll help. But so efficient market theory is this. Efficient market theory is that we believe that the market is efficient, that you can't freaking beat it. Okay. That you cannot beat the market. So weak form is a belief that you can't beat the market by technical trading because all the past prices are built into it. But if you can do some fundamental analysis and really check it out and find some value, you might be able to beat the market. So efficient market theory is this. Weak form is like we believe it's efficient, but there are some weaknesses. Semi-strong, yeah, we're pretty strong on it, but there are some ways to beat it. Strong means you can't beat the fucking market because that's the strongest form of efficient market theory. So weak believes that you can't beat it by technical trading. If you do fundamental, you might be able to find a nugget or a diamond in the rough and beat the market. Semi-strong believes that all news is built into the price and any new news that comes out immediately gets put into it. So the only time to really beat the market is one, to know inside information, or to jump on the information before the price gets priced into new information. But again, they all kind of believe you can't beat the market. Strong believes that you can't beat the market. All news that is built into the price, all news, public and private, is built into the price, so you can't beat it. So just buy and hold, do fundamental, pick some good companies, and ride or die. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm muted. Okay, so I'm going to say this again. The McGraw-Hill one is okay. It's okay to do some questions. You need to do the STC. Stick with the STC. I can't say that enough. Stick with the STC. Do the questions, read the chapters, watch the videos, do the questions, and pass the exam. STC is better. Okay. Yeah, Matt, I think Kalisa thought Lollipop got to you and told you not to talk to other people. Okay? I'll leave it at that. Yeah, Dean, I agree. Customer accounts all over. Okay. Okay. If you have a spread, but you don't have premiums, you can't do break even, max gain, max loss. Okay. Hey, Kat, how are you? Welcome on. If you have any questions, jump in. Caleb, my man, how are you? My man since the beginning. He's been here since I've had nobody. Uh-oh, I'm getting hit with flying ping pong balls. Okay. If there's a spread, but only if you don't have the premiums, you can't do break even, you can't do max gain, you can't do max loss. You just can't. You can do bullish or bearish. So let's do that one. So if you have a spread, find the better option. Okay. If you have a spread, find the better option. Okay. If it's a call, you find the lower. Whatever that one is, that determines the spread. So if you buy a call, 50 call, and sell a 60 call, the 50 call is better since you bought it, it's bullish. If the better option is a sell, then it's, so let's do it this way. If you have a call spread, if the lower one is a buy, it's bullish. If the lower one is a sell, it's bearish. If you have a put spread, if the higher one is a buy, it's bearish. If the higher one is a sell, it's bullish. So the dominant option determines the direction. Okay. Josie, welcome on too. Michael, which are you taking, the 7 or the SIE? Okay. So Michael, you're taking the 7. Oh, yeah, somebody else has 2. Okay. The debt stuff, yeah, it's important, but don't worry about worry more about the suitability and the features of debt, not every little formula. It's not a thing. Okay. Bond swaps. A bond swap. Okay. Sure, I can do 147. Okay, crypto. Oh, that's awesome. Just get on that. Just get that. So before cryptechology. If you want to see where you are, also, if you're taking it soon, when you get closer, go on their FINRA website, take their practice exam. Don't do it too soon. And also, you can go on Notman Marks, and they have a free practice exam. You may have to give up your email, and maybe you don't have to buy anything. They have a free practice SIE exam. Okay, a bond swap, normally like a wash sale, is when you sell stock for a loss, and you have to stay out of it for 30 days, okay, to not have it wipe out your tax loss. Bond swaps, if you sell a bond and buy a different one, I feel like I'm going to die here. If you have a bond swap, you're selling one bond and buying a different enough bond. Now, why can you do it? You can do it to establish a loss. You can do it to get better quality. You can do it to get better interest rates. So you're basically selling one bond and buying another. That's all. If you like what I'm doing, if I'm answering your questions, please hit like. Please share this shit. Send this out to people. Hit like. If you're not subscribed, you can't ask a question. So I know you're all subscribed. Anyone else on here, feel free to subscribe. Tell your bosses, tell your registration managers that I'm giving out free shit. Okay. Now, 147 is strictly just you're issuing all the shares in one state. I feel like I'm getting sicker. I was getting better. Now I'm sicker. I'm taking medicine. I went to the doctor. It's crazy. So, taking medicine. Okay. Anthony, I'll get to your question in a second. Yes, Kalisa, read the book. Rule 147 is if you're issuing all the shares in one state. Since you're issuing in one state, SEC doesn't have any jurisdiction over your stuff other than anti-fraud. So 147 allows you to issue all your shares in one state as long as 80% of the revenues, 80% of the assets, 80% of the proceeds are in that one state. So the SEC doesn't have any jurisdiction. You cannot sell it outside the state. I can't believe I'm talking without muting. Okay. So Erica, just read the achievable. If you didn't hear me on this, the dated date, because I probably freaking did it, the dated date is the day it first starts accruing interest. Okay. The dated date of day it first starts accruing interest. You might have heard it already, but I'm afraid I hit mute. It's the day you first start accruing interest. So when we issue a bond, say it's a January and July bond, but we can't get it actually issued until February, we're going to pick a date in February where it starts accruing interest. So so anytime you buy it after the dated date, you're going to pay accrued interest back to that date. So you're going to pay it back to the dated date. Once the bond makes its first payment, then we don't. Once the bond makes the first payment, we don't care about the dated date anymore. We only care about the first date. We care about the new payment date. So let's say February is my dated date. I buy it in May. I count from May back to February. Once July happens, the first payment, I'm only counting back to July. The dated date doesn't matter anymore. Now, again, so Janet, I love the fact that you're on the achievable. I think it's great. I think it helps. Peter, do not read the whole book. If you only have a week to take the test, you just got to do questions. Watch some of my videos. Maybe read the crunch, whatever. I don't know. I assume it's Kaplan because it's 700 pages. Go through a lot of the questions. Maybe anything you do worse on, read those chapters. But I don't think you have time to read the book. Not if you only have a week. If you had 3 weeks, I'd say read it. But and 700 pages for the 65, it's just fucking ridiculous. Okay. Gary, don't sweat the bond math. Make sure you know accretion. Make sure you know amortization. Make sure you can get current yield and stuff like that. And we can work on that when we meet. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Kat. That's great. So where are you running into trouble? Where are you running into trouble on the Daniel, this is for Daniela. This is for any. So I don't know. So this is not just for the SIE. This is for, I know I'm muted. I fixed it. Okay. So these things are for any FINRA exam at all. I do the membership thing on every Sunday night at 7 p.m. for people who are the middle level members. They can do that. Let me go from there. I know I keep muting it. I have to figure out a way to not to. I know. Boom. Yeah, I got it. It's gonna be funny now. It's gonna be no, you should be fine, Erica. You should be fine. Okay. So Joe and Rose, if you guys want okay. The exams on the STC, they're good. Okay. The exams on STC are good. Okay. You can call them up and just ask them to reset it. A lot of times they will. If your shit has run out on STC, call them up and they'll usually reset it. I mean, maybe they'll charge you $20, but usually it's pretty free. Yeah, my mute is horrible. Okay. Kalisa, I don't know. Your membership shouldn't be bad. Rose and Joe, if you guys either can share emails on here and tell me and I'll delete it, or just you guys both shoot me an email and I'll connect you guys. Okay. 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 Wendy, great question. When does an agent of an issuer not have to register? Okay. The agent of an issuer doesn't have to register is if obviously they work for the issuer and they have and either the issue is exempt or an exempt transaction. So if you work for an issuer and either the transaction's exempt or the security is exempt, you don't have to register. Okay. Yes, you need to have an overall view. Yeah, exactly. Overall, an overall concept and everything. Don't have to worry about every little detail, especially for the SIE. Hey Ken, can I briefly explain restriction rules on margin? Okay. Okay, Rose. Let me get Rose out of the way and then I'll do Alita. Okay. The best way to study for the SIE is come on here. No. Read the book first. If you have Achievable, if you don't have a book, get Achievable. It'll help you. If you do already, then don't worry about it. Read the book first, get the concepts down, maybe take a little quiz at the end of every chapter. And then when you're done, start taking chapter quizzes. Anything you do less than 75, reread the chapter. Then once you've done that and you feel good, start taking finals and review everything in detail. Come on here. Watch my playlist, SIE. It'll answer most of your questions. The one kid I was tutoring, I kept telling him to watch it, and he didn't watch it till the day before. And he said it helped, but he goes, I wish I watched it a week before. He did pass, so he's fine. Okay, restriction rules on margin for the Series 7 and the 60 and the SIE. So if your equity falls below 50%, you're restricted. It's not even a big deal. It just means you're restricted, which means anytime you want to buy more shares, you just have to deposit the full reg T. You can use SMA to do it. You have to deposit the reg T. Unmute. Now, what you may be talking about is if you go below 25%. That's where your minimum maintenance. So if you fall below equity of below 25%, if your equity falls below 25%, then you have to put money in on the long side. If your equity falls below 30% on the short side, you have to put money in. If your equity falls below $2,000, you have to put money in. Okay. Now, the only time that isn't a big deal on margin is if you buy less than $2,000. If you buy $800 worth of stock, just put down the 800. If you short less than $2,000, you still have to put down $2,000. Okay. Okay. As for the possible, yeah. So proud, I agree. So Joe, dead on, perfect. Okay. So proud. If I'll call you Trevor, right? I know you're Preston. So the curve is here's what it is. Don't count on it, but the point is they know the percentage of every test, so it's not really a bell curve. Okay, so it's just that if you have a really really hard test, they will true your score up a little bit, not like 30% or 20%. But like, you know what? I know definitely people that knew they failed and then they passed because they said the test was so fucking hard that they bumped their score up a little bit. Okay. Kenny, happy to help. Okay. Yep, absolutely. Kenny, I thought we did this already. I thought I gave you my information. I thought I gave it to Bonnie. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Gary, I hope so. That's all I care about. Give this shit out. I'm dropping gold. Why not? The gold from the goat, right? Okay. And humble too. That's great. Humble. I'm so humble. The curve is they true your score up a little bit. It's not a big, don't count on it. Just focus on getting over the 72 or the 70 for the SIE and we'll be in good shape. Yeah, I know I'm muted. I keep doing it. Okay, Alak, I am not a fan of. I know you got to work on your lip reading. It's going to work. Okay. Solomon exam prep is okay. I think for the SIE, they can get you through. I think for the 82 or the 22, it's fine. I think for the 7, you're going to feel a little bit underwhelmed. I'll put it. They might need a, you might need a, I might need a, what do you call it? You might need some help with another supplement like Achievable or STC or Kaplan or something like that. Yeah, guys, I apologize if I get muted sometimes. You guys don't want to listen to me cough, and that's what I'm trying to. It's kind of like a part of doing the business. Okay. So for the 22, so no. Here's the thing, Alak. For the 22, they're both bad. Okay, they're both bad. But there's not a lot of choices. So if SIE and Solomon for the 22, the 82, they're the only choices you have. So they'll get you through. Matt Wood. Axe Capital is definitely a hedge fund. Okay. I watch Billions. The other one, my new favorite is now Succession. I freaking love it. Oh, right. Right. Axe Capital. Hey, Joe, people haven't read it. Don't ruin it for people. Okay. Okay. Don't Rose, how are you? Do I have a code for Achievable? No, but it's like $74. Right? Well, for the 7, it's more. But I don't have a code. But if you reach out to them, they might give you one. No, I have a code. If you go here, I have a link. Yeah, sorry. I have a link for Achievable. It won't give you a discount. But if you buy it, email them and see if they can give you a cut rate. Okay. Emily, what are you doing? You're taking away from my business. You're taking my business from me. Okay. Okay. If you want the code to go on if you go in my details, I have a link for Achievable. It's usually the first thing. Okay. Okay. Hot Carol. Okay. Well, bring some questions in. Okay. So, Jack, first 2 things. One, Hot Caramel. You're taking the SIE. Hopefully, you've gone through my videos, the SIE playbook, the SIE book videos. Feel free to jump questions on here. I got another 20 minutes or so if I don't die. Hot, you want me to go over debt and regs? Really? We'd be done. Okay. So go. There you go. So I'm telling you, Bonnie is always great because she's taking it soon. So Hot. Go to my website, series7exam.org, get my website, shoot me an email, or find me on Facebook. I'll connect you with Bonnie and you guys can do a study group. She's super positive. She's super great. She knows her stuff. And Janet, yes, I have. If you go on my website, on my YouTube, I take this. I have 2 Series 7. I have 3 SIE. And then I have a really good suitability video, a really good one. Okay. And then a lot of the vendors have a suitability test. Okay, you got to get up. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, but the problem is Past Perfect is they go so fucking deep. I wish I could tell people not to use them. They give you the information, but it's so much. Okay. Go find my SIE book. The playlist called the SIE book. Basically, right now, you probably just need to watch them and then learn from there. And then I have two. I have two. Okay, Kalisa, like I'm saying, just Achievable, nothing but Achievable, nothing else. I have 3 videos where I take the SIE exams online, and you can see that, and then I have the whole playlist. So that should help you. And if you do well on those, you're going to be fine on Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, reach out, hit me up on Facebook, and then I'll connect you with Bonnie. I thought I did it with Kenny, but I don't know why it didn't work. Okay. Yeah. So it's the thing hot. So hot. If you're taking the SAE, don't pay the membership yet. Wait till you're taking the 7 because it's going to help you, but it's going to be too much. It's not going to. It's much more about the Series 7. So yeah, I'm killing myself on that, right? But don't join my member. I mean, you can join it if you want. It's fine because you get other things. But if you do that for the options, wait until you're taking the 7. And I do look. I think my options videos are fucking off the chart. They're ridiculously good. But you don't need them for the SIE. So save your money for a month. Okay. And you're right, Proud. Okay. Now, okay, risk is principal on net basis. Okay, I can do that. So, yeah, I'm telling you, press perfect is fucking ridiculous. Now, risk is principal net basis. So, what do we know principal is? Principal is when you buy shares, the actual broker dealer is selling you the shares out of their inventory. I'm just gonna have to not mute anything. Principal is when you buy shares or sell shares, and the actual broker dealer takes the other side and sells them to you or buys them from you. But they have risk because they own the shares and they have risk of losing money, going up and down and stuff like that. Risk as principal is where you give them an order and then they buy the shares in the market. And like, say you give them an order to buy stock. They buy the shares at 20 and then they turn around and sell to you at 21, which is 20 plus a $1 markup. That's risk as principal because they don't have any risk because they're only buying it after they get an order from you, but they disclose the markup. Net basis is almost the same thing, except for they don't disclose the markup. They buy shares at 20, they sell to you at 21. The only thing they tell you is, hey, you bought your shares at 21. That's your net price. If they do that, if it's a retail customer, they have to get permission from you every time. If an institutional customer, they just can get a negative consent letter when they open the account saying, hey, we do net basis trades and we're good to go. So risk as principal and net basis are similar. Risk as principal is going to be one trade on the tape and you do disclose the markup. Net basis is going to be a buy and a sell, both being reported. And you're only going to get the price where this customer bought it, and you do not disclose the markup. And you need permission every time. Okay. Ivan, I want you to do this. Go find, I can do that, but it'll take forever, right? I have 12-minute video on the Series 7 must-watch playlist. I have a suitability video in there. It is rock solid. Because if I did it now, I'd miss stuff. That one is 12 minutes of just rock solid suitability. That will kill it. Janet, the lowest level, the $10 level has them. Okay? If you do the $10 level, you get it. Okay. So now, let me explain one thing. Watch that video. It's 12 minutes long. It's going to kill you. It's going to be awesome. Okay? Now, again, past perfect, overwhelming. I agree. Go look at other sources like my videos and stuff like that. You can even go look at, there's another guy, Dean Tenney, who has some videos. They're longer form. It's fine. Go take a look at them. Now, my suitability is off the chart. I don't think anyone does it better than me because I've been in the business for fucking forever. Understand. So watch that video and go from there. Okay. That's the best way to do it. Also, whenever you read about a product, go through the list of products and ask yourself, for the Series 7, ask yourself, what is it good for? What is it bad for? Always think, what is it good for? What is it bad for? That's what you have to keep doing. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go watch my suitability. No, seriously, Ivan, go watch. Yeah, go look for it. It's under I'm telling you, it's 12 minutes of fucking gold. That whole playlist is awesome. Okay. Bonnie, have a good night. I will try to no, Matt, it's funny. She has a screen name because she has a TikTok and all that. And I think she's worried about Lollipop coming down on her. Okay. 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 So Kenny, what is okay. Yeah, it's true. I agree, but it is what it is. I mean, we all get sidetracked on stuff. My videos are shorter, and I do get sidetracked, but I edit. I cut it out. Here, I get sidetracked all the time. Now, I had a question. So stop order. Okay, so Kenny, before I answer that, okay, before I answer that one, I have a stop order is for protection. So it's basically a contingent order where if you do sell 100 shares at 35 stop, that means you place it below the market. If the stock's up here, if the stock gets down to that price, then what will happen is it will trigger and then trade. I'm going to see if I can find the video and link it here. Oh, my videos. It's easiest way to do this. Because I did it about 2 months ago, and I think it's pretty good. So let's see what I got. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Or types. Probably just do a search, right? This way instead of making you guys. There we go. I got this. I'm gonna put this in here. So Kenny, this will be for you. This will solve all your problems. Well, within reason. There are probably other problems, but. So Kenny, here, I'll put this in here. That should go through. Let's see if it comes through as a link. Awesome. Okay. Kenny, I just put the link in. That'll give you stop orders and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. So Sebastian, great. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. No nonsense. It's all Jersey, right? Yeah, it's funny. What's real funny is that boom, I agree. Ivan's right. Okay. So go Buckeyes. That's funny. So now, where am I? I'm going to hit the dump sheet in a second. Yeah, it's funny. When I try to act like I try to pretend to go to New York, my wife goes, you don't sound any different. Okay. So now, what would I recommend in a dump sheet? So yes, I would do the options matrix. I would do probably slobs over bliss, just to remind yourself. I keep trying to do a video on it. I just been teaching from 12 hours a day, which is great for the pocketbook, but I don't have no time to do more videos. I would do the options matrix. I would do slobs over bliss. I would do long stock, put sell a call, buy a put. Just so remember, if you're long stock, the only two options you can do is sell a call or buy a put. So I would write that down so you know that sell a call for income, buy a put for protection. And on the short side, you do buy a call, sell a put. Those I would put that there also. I would put the bond triangle. I would put slobs over bliss. Maybe put your down like some of the margin problems. Maybe put down a lot of people, I tell people do write accept on top of the screen, on top of the paper. So that anytime you see an accept question, take your hand off the mouse and put it on that word. So it reminds you. Remember, Rose, let's get the 63. Let's go on it. Go watch my videos. Come ask me some questions. Okay, I got the membership you can do on Sunday nights. Okay, which it's 6 p.m. It's just 63 stuff. Okay. Oh, that's good for the dump sheet. You remember something on the dump sheet though? They stopped using paper. They went back to this laminated paper, which is just fucking crap, and a marker. So guys, real quick, if you guys want some extra help, and not just in here, I do the membership for $10. You get the options for $25. You get once a week. It's a series 6 or 7, and then for $100, you get a dedicated. Every other Tuesday, I do a 2-on-1 max Zoom call. I just did it today. Alicia was the only one in there, and she was great. I got an hour, basically 1-on-1. Okay. No, look, I don't doubt it. I think my style's the fucking best. That's why I call myself the GOAT, and I'm humble. Okay. Ivan, we get this. It's going to be your first and last time taking it, all right? Ivan, yeah, definite the suitability. Boom. Okay. Ivan, you're taking it the first time. It's going to be your first and last time taking it. Okay. That's the way you have to think. Okay. Yeah. True. I think Achievable has a good dump sheet. Sebastian, if you can reach out and find out from there. Okay. Proud, you can fine. You're going to rock this thing. Okay. Yeah. Don't let the test get in your head. Okay. Do not let the test get in your head. Okay. Awesome. I'm happy to help, guys. Okay. I love it. Thanks, guys. Again, if you want some free resources, if you have questions while I'm doing this, go ahead. I hope I helped, Sebastian. I hope that's a good stuff. Remember, write the accept on top. It's really to really help. And I do think I need to create a dump sheet video. I'm going to work on that. I'm about to publish my SIE test video, a new one, which is going to be rock. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're taking the SIE, it's going to rock your world because it's going to have it doesn't look like the test, but the questions are the same exact style as the test. Okay, guys, if you want some free tutoring, reach out to me. Not free tutoring. If I'm tutoring, oh God, I'm going to regret that. Go out to my website. You can go with me. I got Michael Weiss down. He's a little cheaper. He's on the cheaper end. He's fucking solid. He's great on the 60 exams. Proud. That's the thing. It's all about confidence. Get the passing score and we're going to nail this. Free resources, my videos, obviously. You got Basic Wisdom, Brandon Rith, who's awesome. You got Dean Tinney. He has a lot of videos out there. The Reddit. Okay, I'm going to just say one thing. The Reddit stuff is good. You remember, what you're dealing with Reddit is a bunch of people with personalities and the internet. There's Series 7 exam, Reddit, subreddit, and then Series 7. Ignore the crap that happens on it. There's some little extra crap where people go back and forth and say stupid shit. Ignore it. There's some solid stuff on both of the Reddits. You can join both of them. They're both going to help you. Just ignore the sniping that goes back and forth, okay? That's what I just read. Somebody posted something and that was like a fucking perfect word for that, okay? I've never used that word in my life, and now that's going to be stuck in my fucking head. That would snipe. Anyway, God, I could kill that person. So now, the other thing is go on Investopedia. They're solid. Go on Khan Academy. Khan Academy is great. Khan Academy is not for this exam, but they have a lot of stuff that help you, especially for the 66 with 65 with time value of money and all that stuff. Okay. Funny. No, I think that look, I'm not giving it. I'm active on the Series 7 exam one, but that's about it. Okay. No, that's the one thing, Joe. There is no Series 7 exam like Finno. They don't do it, okay? They definitely do not do that. They only do it for the SIE because anyone can take it. You can practice exams. I have the ones on YouTube that you can take. Okay. Right, Emily. I agree. 100%. Do not trust Investopedia's choice of top programs because they're totally bought out. Every time they list like who's the best or not, they yeah, he does. I think he does. He complains because I'm leaving it alone. I'm neutral. I'm staying out of it. I'm not getting involved. It is what it is. Okay. Now, because here's the thing, the overarching thing is that both those Reddits will help you. Even if you have to get through the bullshit crap, those Reddits will absolutely help you. Just gotta, you learn how to put blinders on and not look at this shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Proud. I'm gonna text me and I'll email it to you. Okay. I'll email it to you because I've been so busy. I haven't edited and posted. I got like 3 things I'm doing. I'm doing the podcast. I'm up to, I think, 12 good podcasts. If you go on the Blue Collar Finance podcast, I have a bunch of things great for the SIE, I think. Anyway, Sebastian, boom, we got this. I'll see you Thursday. I'm going to head out too. I have one more student tonight before I fall asleep and die from this. Guys, if you want to buy some stuff, please, this hat is awesome. I've been wearing this hat. It's nice. I got a trucker hat too. You go on I got a link in there. You can buy some good shit. Anyone? Have a good night. Proud, hit me up. Text me your email and I'll send it to you. Y'all have a good night. Wash your hands and see you on Thursday. Boom. Yeah, I didn't want this cough in, right? Good night.